do this. You are Peter Pilled. You are a Stewie Cell. Go get him. Good morning, class. Unfortunately, your professor died in a freak oil rig explosion. So I will be taking over. Throw away your textbooks, rip up your homework. This is my classroom now, and we do things my way. And frankly, I am tired of this disrespect. It's disgusting, it's exhausting, and frankly, it's just incorrect. Today, I'm gonna educate you about what really happens when a boy becomes a man and when a Family Guy becomes a funny moment. That beautiful metamorphosis from Caterpillar to Butterbry. Behind each Family Guy funny moments, for example, is a poor Indian man making 4 cents an hour trying to feed his family. So I want you to apologize. Say I'm sorry to Dinesh. Say I'm sorry to Vikram. Say I'm sorry to Kingo from Marvel's Eternals in theaters 2021 for the disrespect you've put on them, their names, and their families. After all, without Family Guy funny moments, where would you be? You can't just raw dog your Subway Surfers. That's like having foie gras without a Chianti to wash it down, or drinking without driving. It's incomplete. A good Family Guy funny moment has been proven to lower blood pressure, decrease sexual impotency, and maybe, just maybe, give you a little chuckle along the way. Thankfully for you, I have years of experience in Family Guy funny moments. The doctors call it untreated schizophrenia. And so consider this my masterclass in how to create the funniest Family Guy moments you have ever seen. By the time this is over, you'll be able to Family Guy 2024 full episode, stop sign emoji, Family Guy 2024, new episodes today, hashtag 1080p, hashtag Family Guy clips with the best of them. A little genealogy lesson, the birth of a funny moment, if you will. All funny moments can be traced back to the Mitochondrial Peter, the 22-minute television show from where all other Family Guy adjacent viewing materials have evolved. The funny moment is not a singular entity and exists among many planes and biomes. Due to its ingenuity and hardness, it has been able to adapt to many environments over the years. As of current year, there have been 3 identified species that have since evolved from Homo interreactus: the short, the marathon, and the sprint. The short. The short can be found in the wild among your TikTok, YouTube Shorts, and Instagram Reels. Ranging from 20 to 60 seconds, these have the lowest lifespans among the funny moments, and act less like traditional hunters and more like parasites, leeching onto your attention for a few moments before you realize what you're watching and swipe to the next video. The short also has a symbiotic relationship with oddly satisfying videos, as well as the fetish mobile app video game genre, as the two beasts splayed together to create a simulacrum of content that hijacks the dopamine receptors in your brain. Beware, while small and containable, these creatures can quickly breed, fester, and infest your For You page until you have nothing left to watch but cutaway gags and Roadhouse references. The sprint. The sprint is the missing link between the marathon and the short. It consists of but one Family Guy episode, but condensed into a tight 11-minute package, removing the fluff, like cutaways, and complete sentences, focusing solely on nonsensical, almost random portions of the show, creating an incomprehensible mess. While the short has found itself a symbiotic relationship, the sprint is a hostile creature. It prefers to maintain attention to the whole screen. Because of this, at least 2 separate attention partitions are required. 1, the Family Guy viewing device, exclusively used for viewing said content. And 2, your other more boring activity, whether it be a movie, a concert, or the birth of your firstborn child. The marathon. What happens when many sprints collect together into a small space, writhing and wriggling, unable to free themselves? Much like the Rat King, they coalesce into a singular, almost alien creature. No longer separate short-form content. Now they are a single massive Family Guy, a beast of undivided attention. The marathon, while the collection of many sprints, does not accumulate intelligence. It is quite stupid, in fact, slumbering on your home feed, waiting for you to come to it, like a Venus flytrap. It is easiest to avoid if you know what you were looking for. It might seem too good to be true. A single episode name here, a promise of no cuts there, but upon further inspection, you see it, the 5-hour runtime, and you know to stay far away. Fuck. Alright, now that our basic biology lesson is over, call me Dr. Moreau, because I'm going to show you how to Frankenstein a funny moment of your very own. Now remember, you don't need a medical degree for poorly translated allegories from animals to cartoons about fat Rhode Islanders. And with that, let's get started. Step 1. Trim the fat. Okay, fellow Peterphiles, listen up. We live in the funny moments generation, which means that our palates have been refined. We can't just watch sludge as it flops onto our plate. And for 22 minutes, what are we, fucking insane? I have things to do, and people to see. We have to distill this Family Guy into a fine pace that can sustain us for the upcoming hyper-content famine. Now, Trim the fat is a little bit misleading, because you don't actually have to cut any fat from Family Guy. It's a perfect A5 Wagyu all the way through, which means you can just fucking cut anywhere. Setup, punchline, who cares? Cut away literally anything irrelevant. If a sentence isn't finished in 2 words, cut it down. A single moment of silence for you to reflect on why you even decided to do this shit, remove it. And if you're too lazy, you can just randomly cut through willy-nilly. Nobody actually pays attention to this shit. We're all just wall-eyed, slack-jawed farm animals being brought to the slaughter anyway. Step 2. CSI that shit. Okay, now that we have only the best of the best content ready and prepared, we can't just send it out into the wild like a baby bird learning to fly, or that pesky little cat waiting to pounce down below called copyright law will snatch it right up. But trust me, there's a trade secret to this that can help anyone dodge and weave into that perfect legal gray area called "it's not wrong if I don't get caught." Now, it's a secret, so don't tell anyone, okay? Come a little closer. No, dipshit, that's the secret. Come closer. Zooming in and out is transformative. Yeah, transforming it into an unrecognizable piece of shit, but it does mean that you now own this Family Guy clip. No ifs, ands, or buts. With this done, the copyright system can focus on important things, like nuking videos with half a second of music, or ignoring robot voiceovers recapping Chinese sci-fi movies. Pop quiz for 37% of your mark. How often should you be zooming in and out of your epic Family Guy compilations? If you didn't answer every goddamn second, you failed, alright? Pack up and leave. I have a strict no quitters, no pussies policy. Now remember, class, this is not about quality. This is about taking a show that's a 3 out of 10 on a good day and removing that little bit of soul that's left so your 14-year-old cousin Tryler can watch this while drinking the new Prime Paint flavor with his buddies. As an example, here's how you should be zooming. See that? Exactly, because I cut the entire joke out of the scene, allowing for maximum viewing pleasure. Now you don't have to think too hard about what extra virgin means, Tryler, and get back to admiring skibbity gots on Talkatua, the way the correct God intended. Step 3, the Tarantino classic, or shot reverse shot. Finally, an easy and simple process. Flip the screen wherever and whenever. TV is a book and each scene is a page, so flip it. I don't know, Shakespeare or some shit like that. The only rule you have to follow is that you must flip on any words. You better not be able to read what's going on without watching through a mirror or doing some National Treasure puzzle solving level shit. Legible text is an automatic failure, and your soft spot will be attached to 2x4s. Step 4, extra credits. Chinese subtitles. Unfortunately, our compatriots in the East have no access to glorious household patriarch Peter, as it's called there, so allowing them to read along is a form of bonding that surpasses even borders, since the only thing stronger than a man's devotion to his country is a man's devotion to his family. Guy. Color correct. Not necessary, but making sure the noise and colors flashbang you so hard you see a brine-shaped mark when you close your eyes is a great way to A, beat the copyright system, and B, watch Family Guy while you sleep. And finally, labeling. A real Family Guy fan can name the episode from one frame, so labeling isn't even necessary. But Season 42, Episode 9? Not even out yet, but sure. Season 1, Episode 5? I'm not so sure they had widescreen motion tweening in 1999, but I'm sure we can figure it out eventually. Bonus marks if you put in a Cleveland Show episode labeled where he doesn't even appear in it. And finally, etiquette. Now remember, you aren't the only soul out here making Family Guy funny moments for our viewing pleasure, so remember to always be kind and follow the rule of the land, which is survival of the fittest. Just do whatever. Rip another dude's video and post it on your channel, then copyright strike them. Dox their family. Who give a shit? In this world, there are Stewies and there are Dougs. Be a Doug. Pop quiz for 100% of your grade. You see a random 45-second clip of a Family Guy scene. What is the only acceptable comment? Just fucking quote the entire video. That's correct. When all said and done, let's put our final work into practice and see what wonders behold.
Look at this, Peter. A new restaurant in town. What a lightning bolt.
Guys, check it out. I can drink beer, watch sports, and play Pop-A-Shot right here at the table.
And I can drink wine and scroll through Bonnie's Facebook, secretly enjoying that she has an ugly baby. Look at that thing's eyes. You know, maybe one glass a night wasn't fine.
Hey folks, we ready to order?
I think so.
Shall I cover your ears for your wife's menu questions?
That'd be great.
Yeah, are you able to do the salmon, but without the dill cream?
Sorry, no substitutions. We're a dick restaurant.
Then I'll have the fettuccine alfredo, and my Instagram will have the watercress salad. Remember this, Peter. Remember us.
I do remember us. I miss us. When we get home, let's do it so loud the kids wake up.
Yeah, let's do it on a couch where we all gather as a family and watch television.
Jesus Christ. I've spent my entire life working towards this. It's fucking beautiful. Fly free. Fly to your family and become one of the great herd. Fly! Alright class, pick up your degree in the description below, print out and frame it. This shit is more valuable than a degree from Harvard because it actually means something. Literally, you can just learn anything online nowadays. That's why I learned how to speak English and perform heart surgery. After all, I'm actually just an 8-month-old chip named Ukikitaji that escaped from the San Diego Zoo. Check your fucking closet. I have